Now, our top story of the hour. Congo's President Félix Tshisekedi has accused Rwanda of violating a US-brokered peace deal in eastern Congo, just days after signing new agreements in Washington. Tshisekedi spoke to lawmakers while Rwanda has yet to respond. Let's listen in to the President of the DRC.
Malgré notre bonne foi et l'accord récemment entériné, force est de constater que le Rwanda viole déjà ses engagements. Au lendemain même de la signature des unités des forces de défense du Rwanda, ont conduit et appuyé des attaques à l'arme lourde tirées depuis la ville rwandaise de Bugarama, provoquant de lourds dégâts humains et matériels, notamment dans les localités de Kaziba, Katogota et Lubarika au sud Kivu, rompant ainsi le cessez-le-feu.
Now, over the weekend, M23 rebels backed by Rwanda seized the village of Luvungi near Burundi border. Congolese troops clashed with local defence forces in Sange, where at least 36 civilians, including children, were reportedly killed. The US State Department warned Rwanda to prevent further escalation and stressed the importance of implementing the peace deal. Officials say President Trump is monitoring the situation closely, emphasising that actions on the ground must align with commitments made. The situation remains tense, with deadly clashes threatening the fragile stability in Congo's mineral-rich east. We're now joined by Dr. Tolit Atia. He's an African affairs expert and he joins us live from Kampala in Uganda. What more can you tell us, Doctor, about the fragile situation of this ceasefire and how Donald Trump and the US administration may react?
Oh, thank you very much. Definitely, as you correctly point out, this peace accord, and of course we know that there have been many other attempts at bringing peace into the Congo. But this particular one, this accord represents more than a diplomatic breakthrough, if you like, for Trump's administration. It is a test if Washington can transform plans for peace into a durable, mutually beneficial economic and security outcome. In one of course, as you correctly said, Africa's most fragile areas. Now, one thing about this peace deal is that there is a lot of hope, there is a lot of anticipation because of the way it has been uniquely practiced. We know that the Great Lakes region is where about three quarters of cobalt is mined, and as well as important minerals in today's particularly electric car and defense systems are crafted, things like tantalum, tin, and then the illegal the illegal or black market networks, particularly linked to China. So what this deal could do differently this time, and particularly under that it's just not a peace deal. This is more than a peace deal. One, there is the question of regional security. So when we see the escalation between Rwanda, continue the escalation between Rwanda and DRC, and now Rwanda being accused of continuing failed activities. This is not surprising because the stakes are high, and this leads to the second area of importance. So the first is regional security. The other is that this needs to be seen as a mineral corridor. And and if it is a mineral corridor, like I have stated before, the question of mutuality, the question of collective benefit, economic benefit, that is both for the rich Congo, the mineral-rich Congo, and the countries that find themselves in the political economy of that corridor, and in this particular case, Rwanda and maybe Burundi, need to be factored in. So why I think that America has a unique opportunity and they need to seize it is that, for instance, America has the
Yes.
2004 crafted. Yes?
Yes, apologies. Sorry, I was just... thank you very much. We've got to move on to our next story yet. Do stay with us. We have further updates coming out of the African continent. Burundi has denounced attacks by Rwanda into its territory in a border area with Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The Foreign Ministry of Burundi has said in posts on X that it condemned the recent provocation by Rwanda, which dropped bombs on Burundian territory near Chibitoke, wounding 2 people, including a 12-year-old child. According to reports, the Rwandan-backed M23 armed group advanced towards Ariva city on the Burundian border, where hundreds of fleeing Congolese and Burundian soldiers have taken refuge. The latest push by the anti-Kinshasa armed group comes just days after the signing of a Kinshasa-Kigali agreement brokered by Washington, aiming at restoring peace to eastern Congo. Apologies for the interruption there, Dr. Atia. Please give us your insight on this situation at the Burundian border.
Yes, what I was trying to say is that in spite of the signing, the final signing of this cooperation agreement, it's not going to be that the next day or the other day we are going to see a series of activities in the operational theaters. These battles are going to continue, and for many reasons. Some tactical, some are going to be defensive, some are going to be to position oneself. And we know, like I had just pointed out, that bringing to mind and understanding this conflict, the regional dimension of this conflict, or the regional security aspect of this conflict, and that certainly matters for Rwanda, for Burundi, and for DRC itself, is very important. But above everything is that we need to know that the stakes are high, and the stakes are high both internally and also involving external players, particularly because of the important minerals that are in this region. We know that there is an invisible hand here. There is this conflict, as we are seeing it from the very peripheral or meso level, which involves Rwanda, now Rwanda, Burundi, Rwanda, DRC. But above everything, there is the involvement, the current involvement or heavy involvement of China in exploiting the minerals in the Congo. And Washington is not going to sit and watch. So we are going to see these escalations on either side. It is a delicate deal, but one last thing I want to say is that America has the Millennium Cooperation Accord. So this particular economic framework, it gives America a very good opportunity at this time to be able to pull this deal in terms of both speed, the seriousness it deserves. So if they can leverage on the MCC, particularly to try and transform efforts of peace into economic viability, particularly for these important minerals, for both the American miners,
Yes.
the American mineral security, and also to try and promote economic viability for the residents of the Congo and that particular mineral corridor. And this is something that these people, the populations in this region have yearned for over 50 years and they have not seen. So if this can happen, then definitely we can see some peace coming to this region.
Okay, Dr. Tolit Atia, thank you very much for joining us here on News X World. It's been a pleasure to have you